Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Hemanta the Social Engineer. Today we are going to discuss one of the important topic of education, that is curriculum studies. What is the definition of curriculum and principle of curriculum? And also we are going to discuss different definition that given by economists, philosophers. So those who not yet subscribe my YouTube channel, please subscribe the YouTube channel so that you can get up-to-date informations on various tutorial videos on OTT, CTET, OSSTET, BD, MED, NET, etc. as well as current affairs and general knowledge. So without making delay, let's start. Meaning and definition of curriculum. Etymologically, the term curriculum is derived from the Latin root career or correre, which means a race or the course of a race or a runway in which one runs to reach a goal. A curriculum is the instructional and the educative program by following which the pupils achieve their goals, ideals, and aspirations of life. Curriculum is broadly defined as the experiences, totality of experiences that occur in the educational process in school, colleges, university, anywhere. All the activities that experiences in the educational institutions are called as curriculum. Definitions of curriculum. Different educationists, scholars define curriculum differently. There is no single consensus definitions of curriculum due to its broadness and comprehensiveness. Let's discuss some definitions. First, a curriculum is a course, especially the course of study in a university. This is derived from dictionary. Curriculum is a tool in the hands of artist, a teacher, to mold his material, the people according to his ideals, aim and objective in his studio, that is the school. Cunningham, which is given appropriate definitions of curriculums. Here he defines curriculum is a tool in the hands of the artist. Artist here the teachers, and the material is the people in which the artist who mold the material, the people, the students according to his ideal, which means the aim and objective of the curriculum in the studio, which means the school. Come to the next definitions. All the learnings activities which are planned and guided by the school, whether they are carried out in groups or individually, inside and outside in the school, that is given by Kerr 1968. Curriculum is a set of intentions about opportunities for engagements of persons to be educated with other persons and with things, all bearers of information, process, techniques, and values in certain arrangements of time and space. Arthur J. Lewis and Mill Ellis, 1927. Next definition that given by Bell, 1975. Curriculum is the offering of socially, scientifically valued knowledge, skill, and attitudes made available to the students through a variety of arrangements during the time they are at school, college, and university. Curriculum, all the planned experiences. Important definitions that given by Nigley and Evans. The most appropriate one, that curriculum is all the planned experiences provided by the school to assist the pupils in attending the designed learning outcomes to the best of others' abilities. This is one of the important definitions that provided by the Nigley and Evans. Curriculum is all the planned experiences provided by the school to assist the pupils in attending the designated learning outcomes to the best of others' abilities. Next, simply we can define curriculum is the process of gaining experience systematically. If you define simply, curriculum is nothing but it is the process of gaining experiences systematically, scientifically, socially in the institutions. Definition of defined can be stated in the following way: curriculum is that which taught at school. Curriculum is a set of subject. Curriculum is content. Curriculum is sequence of courses. Curriculum is a set of performance objectives. Curriculum is a program of studies. Curriculum is a set of materials. Curriculum is a course of study. Curriculum and syllabus. What is the link between curriculum and syllabus? What is the difference between curriculum and syllabus? Let's discuss. Curriculum and syllabus are synonymously used by people in different background, different situations where used. Curriculum and syllabus are same words, but curriculum is a broader, a comprehensive and wider concept as compared to syllabus. It is something more than a textbooks, more than the subject matter, and even more than the course of study or syllabus. Here is the Venn diagram of curriculum and syllabus. How broader the meaning of curriculum? You can see in the Venn diagram. First one, that is concept of subject, then courses of studies or syllabus, then curriculum. So it is a broader concept. Curriculum and syllabus. Curriculum, on the basis of meaning, is the overall content taught in an educational system or a course. Syllabus is the document that contains all the portions of the concept covered in a subject. Origin: syllabus is a Greek term. Curriculum is a Latin term. Set for a subject, set for a course. Nature: descriptive, prescriptive. Curriculum is prescriptive, whereas the natures of syllabus is descriptive. Scope or area or domain of the syllabus is narrow, whereas the scope or area of the curriculum is wide, comprehensive. Set out by exam board or set out by government or the administrator of the school, college or the institutes. Term: for a fixed term, normally a year, till the course is lasts. And uniformity varies from teacher to teachers, same for all the teachers. These are the differences between syllabus and curriculum in the chart that given. Difference between curriculum and syllabus. Curriculum is based on the philosophy, goals and value of education. Syllabus does not take into account these factors. Curriculum refers to all the educational activities of the school in the widest possible sense. Syllabus refers to a list of unelaborated headings or book letters. Curriculum in the sum total of school subject, learning experiences and activities. It is basically concerns with the school subject. There is prescribed co-curricular and extracurricular activities in the curriculum. No prescribed curricular and extracurricular activities in the form of syllabus. Curriculum includes not only indoor activities but also outdoor activities of the school. Syllabus is concerned with activities mostly undertaken in the schoolroom, indoor activities. The curriculum has a countless role to play and it's considered as a plan, an experience, a subject matter or content, or as a final map. The syllabus has a limited role to play and has less significance in the educational world. It is an inclusive concept. It includes syllabus also. It is a part of curriculum. Principle of curriculum. The Curriculum are framed by curriculum designer and developer basing on certain principles, which are first one the principle of national goal. While the framer, the curriculum engineers or developer or designers, when they frame the curriculum, they keep certain principle in mind. First one is the principle of national goal. Curriculum should be prepared based on to attain national goal. The national goal be realized through development of a suitable curriculum based on different national education policy. The principle of individual and social development. Second, the most important thing that curriculum should be designed taking into account of the individual and social life development. It has to reflect the life needs and aspirations of the people. All subjects instructional objectives should be followed. Next, principles of child-centeredness. Curriculum should be child-centered. It means curriculum should be based on present needs, requirements, and interest of child. Individual differences and psychological principles should be considered while framing the curriculum. Principle of community centered. Curriculum should be prepared on the basis of aims and aspirations of community where the child live in. Curriculum is to be determined on the purpose of community. As a community is a miniature society, so the curriculum frameworks take into account the principle of community centeredness while framing the curriculum. Principles of variety and elasticity. Modern curriculum should not be rigid and static. As society is dynamic, as society is not not unchangeable, it means changeable. So rather it should be dynamic, flexible, diversified to meet the requirements of the society, meet the dynamism of the society. The society changing with the peoples of 21st century. In this century, all are changing. So as society is dynamic, curriculum should be dynamic, broad-based, and inclusive one. Principles of utility. This is the age-free market, global market. So curriculum should be able to equip the individual to sell himself in the employment market. If the curriculum cannot sell, the individual cannot sell what he learn or experience in the institutions in the market, then the curriculum is valueless. So curriculum must have utility principles while framing in the curriculum. Curriculum should be vocationalized such a way that it is available in local to global market professions. Principle of activity centeredness. Thought in the terms of activity and experiences rather than knowledge to be acquired. The principle of activity. Growth and learning take place where there is activity. Without activity, there is no growth. So we need experience more than instructions. Curriculum must ensure the activity, body and mind. It should be center of curriculum. Next, principle of times. While framing curriculum, time factors should be considered. Curriculum should not be too vast, too small. It should be done precisely basing on availability of time. Next, principle of integrations. Integrations of different subjects and activity is vital for all round development of child and success of school program. Curriculum should be holistic and integrated. Principles of conservation. While the curriculum engineers, developers who framing the condition, the most important principle, that is principle of conservation, taking into account nations live in the present, on the past, and for the futures. Past is great guide for the present. All that past may not suit us. There must be a base to stand upon. If the base is durable, it must be accepted. Principles of creativity. Activities should be included that enable the child to exercise his or her creative and constructive power. Latent and potent capacities should be in or out. So objective of education is to discover and explore, to develop special interest, taste and attitudes. Principles of socialism and secularism. Curriculum should incorporate the democratic principle and practices such as equality, liberty, justice, fraternity, and also socialism and secularism. In the age of democracy, the curriculum should be critically planned with concentrated efforts of all the concerned in the process of education, namely teachers, academicians, and educational administrators. Curriculum reforms in India. Next concept that we are going to discuss, these are the principles that we discuss now. The curriculum reforms in India. The curriculum reforms have been taken up by Government of India through different education commissions, National Policy of Education, and National Educational Policy. The following are some of the reforms recommended by different bodies, agency of education. Curriculum reforms in India. The University Education Commission 1952-53 recommended a diversified curriculum with some core subject at the higher secondary stage. The Secondary Education Commission 1964-66 considered the working of the entire system of education in the country and made suggestions for restructuring the curriculum in the light of the explosion of the knowledge. The recommendations of the Education Commission led to the formulations of National Policy of Education 1968, which envisages 10 plus 2 plus 3 pattern of education for the entire country. In 1975, a new curriculum for the pattern of 10 plus 2 plus 3 system was formulated by the NCERT, National Council of Education, Research and Training. In 1977, the Sarabhai Patel Committee appointed by the Government of India suggested the inclusion of socially useful productive work SUPW at the school stage. In 1978, Committee on Vocational Course at the plus 2 stage, headed by Dr. Malcolm S. Adi Sahiya, reviewed the vocational courses and suggested guidelines for introductions changes in vocational courses. The National Policy on Education 1986 provided a new directions, new way to the curriculum. It envisages curriculum as a important instructions in realizing the ideas of society as enshrined in the constitutions. NCF 2005 National Curriculum Framework 2005 connecting knowledge to lives outside the school, ensuring that learning is shifted away from the rote methods, enriching the curriculum to provide the overall development of children rather that remain textbook centric, making experiment more flexible and integrated into classroom life and nurturing and overriding identify informed by carrying concerns within the democratic polity of the country. During the starting point is the curriculum. The curriculum and national education policy to 2020. Now in recently the Government of India stated about curriculum and national policy 2020. The starting point in the national curriculum framework, which will be prepared by the National Council of Educational Research and Training NCERT for early childhood care and education ECCE for school education and for adult education by 2021. The state councils of educational research and training SCRT are expected to adopt this new curriculum at the state level by 2022. The NCERT and SCRT will redesign textbooks in 3 phases between 2021 to 2024. MCQ. We can discuss this MCQ. Multiple choice question. First one, curriculum is course, syllabus, curricular activities. Last one, that is overall activities of an institution, is the right answer. D. Important factor of curriculum is to help to achieve the education values, job objectives. Option number C, that is objective, is the right answer. Which of the following is the principle of curriculum? Democratic, conservative, creative. All the above are the principles of curriculum. So option number D is the right answer. Psychological foundations play its role in the development of curriculum, keeping in view the students' needs, students' interest, students' capabilities, which means option D is the right answer. All of the above. Which of the following is the nature of curriculum? Critical, creative, conservative, all of the above is the nature of the curriculum. So option number D is the right answers. An outline of the topic of a subject to cover in specific time is called syllabus. Thank you.